Hi everyone, it's Lucy here from Sprinkle of Salt. I hope you're well. I'm here to spread some more Valentine's Day cheer and to share some stage 2 activity ideas with you for Attention Autism bucket time. So I've got my lovely paper heart and I've got a bit of a crib sheet on the back of the activities that I'm going to share with you today. There's about nine or 10 activities on there, so let's get going. The first activity, all you need is a plate, a pen, so just a whiteboard pen. You can grab black, or if you've got red, even better. And you'll need a little jug of warm water. So for this activity, all you do is draw a picture, so a stencil on the plate. Then you're going to add the warm water to that. So for Valentine's Day sessions, I might draw a heart. I might make that even bigger, or I might draw several items on here. So other things might include a flower, or even some lips. They really don't look like lips, do they, at all? But there we go, we just go with the flow. So once you've got your items on there, you add some warm water to the plate and the stencils actually lift off and start dancing around in the water. There is a little bit of science behind all that. That goes over my head a little bit and I can't remember what it is exactly, but it really does work. So add warm water and these stencils will rise off the bottom of the plate and they'll dance on the top of the water, which looks really good. You might find that sometimes some of these stencils break up, or sometimes some will get a little stuck on the bottom in places. Just wiggle the water around, that should help lift the stencil off. And if it breaks, then as adults we just go, uh-oh, broken. But don't be so hard on yourself. The children are really interested in the motion of this shape moving around the water. It's us that are so self-critical, aren't we? But just go with the flow, just crack on. Right, next activity, you will need some black card, you will need some glue and some glitter. So for this activity, you grab your card and you glue the shape of a heart on the card and fill it all in. So you've got a heart. Pop it on the floor and you're going to tip lots of glitter onto this piece of paper. You can extend this a little bit by sprinkling the glitter higher up, or you can adapt it by adding something like heart confetti. I showed you this in the video a couple of days ago for stage 1. So you might want to use something like this, either red glitter or red heart confetti. Sprinkle on. Obviously there'll be lots of excess sequins or glitter. What we do then is tap, 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 and we will then have the heart shape remaining, which is glittery or sequiny, and that usually gets a bit of a wow factor. So next activity, you'll need a piece of white card, fold it in half, and you'll need some paint. So red would work very well with this, obviously, and you'll need a paintbrush. So for this one, all you're going to do is draw half of a heart on half of the card. So simply come down generously with the paintbrush, slabber, lots of paint on there. Once you've done that, close the card up, put it in front of you, and you're going to squash, squash, squash. The big reveal is when you open this up and then you've got a big heart which fills most of the card. It's like magic. Okay. Next activity is using these petals, this heart case and petals. This was from Poundland. Now I love this because I can think of so many uses for this resource. So for stage 2, what I might do, which will be a nice short activity, is to hold up some petals one at a time, or a couple, and I'm just going to let them fall. Petals. Petals. With this plastic heart, I can think of, as I've said, lots of other uses. I mean, this would be good in flower shake, using the heart as a template to shake flour over and then removing it to reveal the silhouette. But for now, I will use that as sort of a petal drop activity. I'm reusing lots of cellophane, which I've collected over the years from flowers. So this is very relevant to this time of year. Looking at the cellophane, I might use this as a little mat or background on the floor when I'm doing an activity, or I might cut out these flowers because I can see that we've got big and little, which is a great concept to work on in bucket time sessions. That's if we're working on that specific language concept. So yeah, with these, I might cut these out individually, and I might again let them drop. I label them big flower, little flower, label the colours. So that's something which is recycling things, which always goes down well. What's next? Heart splat. Okay. Now, this is quite a messy one, which is extra fun. So, using a big piece of white card without the creasing, I would draw a pencil heart and stick this on either the wall or on the floor. What we are going to do is splat things into the heart using an object and paint. So for this, I'm going to use some heart marshmallows. Look how wonderful they are. They look great, don't they? So these look quite stodgy, which I thought would be perfect for dipping in some red paint and then splatting into the heart. So yeah, if you're able to, pop it on the wall. If not, just pop it on the floor and you can drop them down. Lots of opportunity to label vocab relevant to Valentine's Day, as well as verbs and colours, speed. There's lots of things that you can weave in there. This would also be great as a stage 3 activity. Can you imagine how much fun the children will have when it's their turn to splat the wall or splat the floor? So much fun. Ooh. Okay, the next one. This is a staple. You'll all know this one already, cupcake splat. So when I use cupcake splat in sessions, I use these cupcake cases. I also use these for home baking. They're brilliant. They're really sturdy, great quality, and they really just hold their shape. I love buying these multi-packs because you've got sort of orange, yellow, green, which you can use for Easter. You've got the greens and red for Christmas and red for Valentine's Day. So for Valentine's Day, if I'm doing cupcake splat, what I will do is I will get my cupcake, shake, shake, shake. Cake. Heart. Heart cake. Ready, steady. Now I'm not going to really splat that because that will go in my face, but that's how I would adapt cupcake splat for Valentine's Day. So I've got these cute heart chocolates, and I've also got these amazing ladybirds, which I think I showed you in my first video as well. They're brilliant. Let me just pop that down. Okay, oops, it fell over on my desk. Okay, moving on. So now we're on the subject of flour. So the flour that you have in your cupboard, plain flour, self-raising flour. You can shake flour onto a big black tray or onto some card. So shake generously, and using your finger you can outline the shape of a heart and then label it. Leading on from that, you could also put, and this is why I cut this out, a heart template onto the tray or card. Shake flour over that template, and when you remove it, you've got a wonderful silhouette. One extension I've got for this for Valentine's Day is to use an actual flower or a couple of flowers. So you could put a little bunch down, or even things like those plastic roses that I showed you on the previous video. Put some flowers down in the tray or on the card, and you'll shake flour over. So you've got flowers. That's funny. So you shake over, and again you can reveal the silhouette that's left, and that will be quite interesting if you've got flowers several together. That will look really good. Right, last activity is digging activity. So I've recycled a couple of these red boxes, which are just typical gifts from Christmas, like lovely wine and cheese sets. So I've got quite a few of these. Says everything, doesn't it? Wine and cheese. And I like to use these in digging activities. So for me, what I would do is fill it with either flour, rice, blended cereal, something like that. And I will hide objects in there which are relevant to Valentine's Day. So things that I've got around me right now are things like love hearts, my lovely ladybirds and heart chocolates, and even the heart marshmallows. But you could put anything in there, and when you dig, obviously it adds the element of surprise, and when you pull the item out and you're shaking off or dusting off, you can then label what you've got. So this is lots of opportunity here to label vocab, verbs, and again Valentine's Day specific vocab. So wonderful activity. I think that's everything. I've actually stuck to my list and completed it. I hope that's helpful. If you've got any ideas that you're going to use for stage 2, just share them below, because it's always good to learn off each other. I hope that you have fantastic Valentine's Day sessions this week in school. I hope you get lots of smiles, lots of laughs and lots of fun. See you soon. Bye.